Have you ever wondered why some days you feel like your body burns food quickly, while on the other days it seems like everything you eat sticks? That's all about energy balance. Every bite you take and every step you make feeds into one of the most powerful systems in your body, your energy balance. It's what determines whether you maintain, lose, or gain weight, but it also affects so much more: your mood, performance, and long-term health. Energy balance simply means the relationship between the calories you consume through food and drink and the calories your body uses to function and move. Think of it as a scale. If energy in equals energy out, your weight stays the same. If more goes in than out, your body stores the excess. If less goes than out, your body uses its reserves. So why does this matter? Because weight management is only part of the picture. Energy balance affects how alert you feel, how well your immune system works, and even your risk of conditions like diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. It's at the core of how your body functions every single day. There are two sides of the energy balance equation. Energy in. This is everything you eat and drink. Food rich in proteins, fats, and carbohydrates all provide energy measured in calories. On the other side is energy out. Energy out is the energy burned or utilized for your body to function biologically, physically, and mentally, and it has several parts. Most of the energy your body uses is for biological process and just to stay alive, and on average that's about 1,600 calories per day for women and 1,800 to 2,000 calories for men, and that's even before you add activity. Then you have to add energy used for movement. Everyday tasks actually burn more than people think. For example, 30 minutes of light gardening burns about 150 calories, vacuuming about 100 calories, and brisk walking can burn 200 calories or more depending on a person's weight. Exercise then adds even more, but small lifestyle movements like taking the stairs or walking while on a call make a real difference over time. Now, let's take a closer look at energy we consume, because not all calories are the same in how your body processes them. Carbohydrates provide 4 calories per gram and are your body's preferred quick energy source. They include starchy foods such as pasta, rice, bread, or potato. And fiber is also a form of carbohydrate, but is often not digested in the gut. Protein also has 4 calories per gram, but it supports muscle repair and satiety, and even requires more energy to digest. Protein is found in foods such as fish, meat, and legumes. Fat is the most calorie-dense nutrient, containing 9 calories per gram, and while it's essential for hormones and cell health, excess can add up quickly. Good fats or unsaturated fats are found in oily fish, olive oil, and avocados. Bad or saturated fats are commonly found in foods such as butter, red meat, and processed or convenience foods. And let's not forget about alcohol, which contains 7 calories per gram. There are also micronutrients, vitamins and minerals that don't provide calories but are critical for metabolism. For example, B vitamins help convert food into usable energy, and iron carries oxygen in your blood. This is why a balanced diet matters. It's not just about calorie counting, but about giving your body the right building blocks. According to the Scientific Advisory Committee on Nutrition, and now adopted as a standard, total carbohydrates should make up at least 50% of energy intake, of which free sugars, which is the added or refined sugars found in sweets and biscuits, should be no more than 5% of energy intake. This means for an average man burning 2,500 calories per day, the amount of carbohydrates eaten should be 333 grams, of which free sugars should not be more than 33 grams. And for a woman burning 2,000 calories per day, the intake of carbohydrates should be 267 grams, of which free sugars should not exceed 27 grams. The total fat intake should be no more than 35% of energy, and of that, saturated fats should be no more than 10% of energy. So, for an average man again burning 2,500 calories a day, this is equivalent to 97 grams of fat, of which saturated fats should not exceed 31 grams. And for an average woman burning 2,000 calories a day, the fat consumed should be no more than 78 grams, of which saturated fats should not exceed 24 grams. Protein is another macronutrient that can generate energy, but unlike carbohydrates or fats, is not a primary energy source. Its role is in the build-up and maintenance of muscle, and it's vital in metabolic or biological processes. However, during times of starvation or when the body is in short supply of energy, it can be used to generate energy at the expense, for example, of muscle loss. Guidance for protein intake is different and is based on body weight for this reason. It is recommended to eat at least 0.75 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight each day. For a man or woman weighing 75 kilograms and 60 kilograms, this is equivalent to 56 grams and 45 grams of protein respectively, and at this weight would be equivalent to 15% of energy intake, and it ensures that heavier people exceed the minimum recommended intake. Now let's take a closer look at energy out. This has several parts. The basal metabolic rate is the energy your body needs just to stay alive, like keeping your heart beating and lungs breathing. And on average, this is about 1,600 calories per day for women and 1,800 to 2,000 calories for men. Physical activity is all movement from physical workouts to walking the dog or doing some gardening. And the thermic effect of food is a small amount of energy used to digest and absorb food. Non-exercise activity thermogenesis, or NEAT, are things like fidgeting, standing, typing on a keyboard, and daily movements outside of formal exercise. Here are some recommendations from the NHS and the UK Chief Medical Officers. First, adults should aim to do at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity per week, or 75 minutes of vigorous activity or a combination of both. This helps their cardiovascular health with the aerobic activity strengthening the heart and improving blood vessel elasticity, lowering risk of heart disease, hypertension and stroke, in their mental health by improving insulin sensitivity and glucose uptake by muscles, reducing risk of type 2 diabetes, weight management by burning significant calories, respiratory efficiency by increasing lung capacity and oxygen exchange, and mental health by increasing endorphins, serotonin and dopamine. Examples include a brisk walk, cycling, a hike, mowing the lawn, playing doubles tennis, or even dancing. Studies have shown that at a threshold of about 150 minutes of moderate activity per week, the benefit is optimal, and beyond this, benefits continue but at a slower incremental rate. Activities may be broken down into 30 minutes per day, 5 days a week, a friendly benchmark for most people. Consistency also matters. Daily activity keeps blood glucose and blood pressure regulated more steadily rather than spiking and dipping across the week. And spreading activity reduces the injury risk compared to doing all exercise in 1 or 2 long sessions. By incorporating activity at least 2 days a week, adults should do muscle strengthening activities that work all major muscle groups like the legs, hips, back, abdomen, chest, shoulders, and arms that help muscle preservation, bone health, metabolism, functional health, and glucose metabolism. You should avoid prolonged sedentary time by breaking up long periods of sitting or lying down with movement. Sitting for long periods reduces muscle contractions, lowering glucose uptake and increasing insulin resistance. Long sedentary bouts reduce blood flow and impair circulation, raising the risk of blood clots and cardiovascular issues. Even if you meet the 150 minutes per week target, prolonged sitting is independently associated with higher risk of chronic diseases and mortality. Breaking up sitting with light movement, for example standing, stretching, walking for 2 to 3 minutes, improves blood sugar control, circulation, and mental focus. So how can you use this knowledge? The best part is you can influence both sides of the equation. To manage energy in, practice portion control, choose nutrient-dense foods, eat slowly and mindfully. To increase energy out, move your body more throughout the day, schedule workouts, take the stairs instead of the elevator, and don't underestimate the power of small movement. Sleep and stress also plays a critical role. Poor sleep can lower metabolism and increase cravings, while high stress can lead to overeating or fatigue.